first time you're doing a real scrimmage, too many penalties. I didn't like our transitions at times on and off the field, but that's why you scrimmage. That's why you practice in these settings with coaches off the field, is to get better. So I think our guys had solid energy, right? But I thought there's a lot that we can grow from, and it's a really good learning experience for our guys of, man, that's what a game looks like. No coach on the field, no help, right? Harder to hear, right? And with just all those environments are really good for our guys to get and our staff to get being new.
How's Drew?
Drew, he's okay. He has a little minor hamstring tear, but we'll find out the severity of it, but he's in good spirits.
How about the crowd today?
Awesome. I mean, the fan support, unbelievable. I mean, our players are over there and they're like, hey, we should do a fight song for the fans. And they all learned it. None of them knew it. We had like 5 players doing a fight song. And for them to be like, hey, let's go do the fight song for the fans, like, that's what college sports is about. It's about the kid. It's about the player. And for our kids and our players to feel that connected with a fan base, right, just shows you the power that our fan base has. What our players read, what you say is important. The positiveness that we produce is important, right? And this is just a testimony that they wanted to show grace and give back to our fans who, came out and supported them here today. It's unbelievable.
How do you feel seeing the younger guys? I know you said it was solid, but just adjusted, like you said, with no coaches on the field, and solid play.
Yeah, I thought Keith Abney's coming along. Man, is he coming along. That's a guy who's going to help us. JoJo's coming along. Caleb Black's coming along. So, I mean, as you could tell, we only did 1-2 series with the ones, and then we wanted to get a lot of work with guys who haven't been in this environment, because the ones most of those guys have played in these environments before. They've gone on in the field, they've gone off, they've been on in these games settings. So our first scrimmage, real live one, we wanted to really put the 2s, the 3s, the young bucks to a test, right, and see which guys rose to the occasion and which guys kind of panicked.
Can you sum this up, this trip to Tontozona for us?
Unbelievable. I mean, that's the best way. I mean, our guys, like yesterday, we finished dodgeball, we go eat, and I just see a wave of people walking that way, and they're walking to go jump in the river where Pat Tillman used to jump. Now we're not supposed to jump like they used to jump, but we have 50-something guys, 10 staff over there in the middle of the day, just swimming in the river. It's not a team event, it's just what they wanted to do. Last night, we're talking about great teams in ASU history, and we have Jeff Van Raphorst sitting right there, and our guys are talking about Rose Bowl teams. So having that community and having these guys come together, I think they were shocked by how much joy they had out here. And that's what, it may not work this year, may not work next year, but in year 3 and year 4, this is what builds culture.
What's your favorite thing about this experience and your least favorite thing?
Favorite thing, just the guys, being around the guys all the time. Seeing the guys, if we're hiking a mountain and they've never hiked a mountain before, and seeing them look out into the green hills, right, and being like, man, I'm from South Dallas, I've never seen this, or I'm from LA, and then seeing guys jumping a creek and it's freezing cold and they pop up out of the water and their eyes are just like, woo! And it's just, worst thing, obviously the beds aren't very good, right? The facility definitely needs some upkeep. I hope, maybe we can get some people behind that, some people who are passionate about this place like I am, and maybe improve some of the facilities so we could come up here longer. I'd love to come up here longer if the facilities were just in a little better shape, but all in all, no complaints. Unbelievable experience for our guys, unbelievable experience for our staff. Other than that, the beds and a few things, I wouldn't change a thing.
With all the bonding activities and stuff, does the team and group feel a little different maybe than the group that came up here 3 or 4 days ago?
Yeah, I think our team is growing together. It's not overnight. I mean, we're not going to snap our fingers and we're not going to be the culture we want. This is going to take time. It's going to take years. It's going to take years and years of work to build it. I mean, I think if you just talk national champions alone, I think the last new coach to take over a program, win a national champion, as soon as he did it in the last 20 years was 7 years, right? Kirby Smart at Georgia. Culture takes time. Building something right takes time. If you're not going to take shortcuts, it's going to take time, right? And we need everybody behind us, and this support that we have today, can we continue that support through the good and the bad? And I think we will, because I think we got a lot of passionate fans who care about this place and see that we're trying to bring back the traditions of old that people love to see.
Kenny, Montana Warren's had a really good camp so far. I know today he was in the sling. Do you have an update on the status?
Yeah, he's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks, unfortunately. right? Maybe a little more, but hopefully we'll be back 6 to 8 weeks, midweek or mid-season. He's in great spirits. That's a tough kid. You talk freshman, that is a tough kid.
Is it a shoulder or a shoulder?
Shoulder.
How would you assess how Jaden did today at quarterback?
Yeah, I thought he grew from the beginning of the scrimmage to the end of the scrimmage. There was a drastic improvement in his game. He just got more comfortable, and that's why we got him a lot of reps. Is because the only way to go to football is to play football, right? So all the 7-on-7, all the indie drills, they all are great. They're all important, but until you play football, right, it's not the same.
How does Drew getting dinged up maybe change the calculus in terms of the quarterback battle? Or does it change anything?
Hard to tell until we get a real synopsis of his situation.
Everybody good?
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.